Imagine one day tuning around on your internet radio only to find a station playing old radio programs complete with commercials and thinking, what am I tuning into? The past? You might be, or it's just GJRB Online and Radioland, a day of nothing but classic radio shows back to back with classic commercials in between, like the days of radio, almost like your computer is picking up signals through time. Closer than you'll ever get to time travel, Radioland.
Coast to coast and way out there, fans, listen up. If you like UFO conspiracies, ghosts, and the paranormal, you'll love Spaced Out Radio, Spreaker's answer to Coast AM, with more interesting guest experts in the paranormal and UFOs each month. If you like way out there, you'll love Spaced Out Radio. Own the night with Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott, nightly at 11 p.m. Central, 12 o'clock midnight Eastern, and 9 p.m. Pacific, on Spreaker, on Periscope, and on D-Talk Radio Network.
End times are upon us, and we need to know what's happening. Knowing the truth is key to survival. There are lots of news events going on in the world that have certain significance to end time happenings. Listen, as men and women gather to discuss the news and how it lines up with Bible prophecy on the last 7 days. Uploaded as a podcast Wednesdays and run live every third Friday at 12 o'clock noon Central on GJRB. You never know when GJRB is going to be on the air. More programming, more often, on the internet, on GJRB.
This is the GJRB Online Network.
Yeah, I'm going to use this as break music for quite often now. I love this. Mars, M-A-R-R-S. Pump up the volume. Yeah.
the record when the drum beats go like this.
Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume, dance, dance.
Oh, yeah. M-A-R-R-S. Mars. Pump up the volume from 1989 as we get back into the things here. GJRB Online, left over from my 80s show yesterday. Right here on GJRB Online, here on Spreaker across America. The Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, wrapping up in our last hour of our program. And I hope you join me here on Spreaker across America as we have some fun here wrapping up our program for today. And Ben didn't make it. He had graduation ceremony that kind of went a little longer than normal. I know how that is. So it's just going to be us today. We had in the last couple hours a couple of fabulous people in our Spreaker chat room. OBFSU, our big fat soft underbelly, John from Houston, two guys from Houston actually on there last hour, and Black Dragon Radio Network was with us as well. And we were just having some fun talking about some stuff and talking about Google Plus and the fact that this distribution on Spreaker has been really been helpful in getting this program out, which is absolutely great. And love the fact that we've got that going now. Weather on the fives right now here on GJRB Online, here on Spreaker across America. Let's do that right now. I'm going to log into my Weather Underground because I want to... I finally fixed it, too, because I had some trouble with it before. Anyway, Weather Underground, and check on some other places across America having interesting weather. We're going to do that right now as soon as that pops up. 78 degrees right now in Clinton. Let's see, going to check here, because every time I go into this, I have to go back. I don't know why I can't stay in the Mayer Farms, because that's where I'm at. What the heck? Okay, that was weird. As soon as I switched to Mayer Farms, I got Kevin, KILFUTO8. What the heck is that? Did not want that. I'm going to flip back that page, see if I can get back into where I wanted to be. Because I didn't want... I know I did. I hit Kelvin instead of change. That's what happened. The Kelvin station, according to them, it's 78 degrees. But I want to go over to where I'm here up at our North End Spreaker Studios, and I wanted to pop in the where it is up here north, here on the at Eagle Point Park, and that's what I was trying to do before I pulled that. So I got to wait now. The thing about this Weather Underground, you have to wait until it goes up to the full page before it'll do anything. Okay, now I want to go over to where I have that Mayer Farms, Eagle Point Park location. And it's 77 degrees, so it's like a difference of a degree. 77 degrees. We have winds gusting to 3 miles per hour right now. And our relative humidity is at 71%. And dew points at 68. It's kind of high. We have very high UV index right now at 9. Holy cow. Air quality is good, but we have very, very high pollen count. I believe that. Definitely. Thunderstorms possible 11:30 p.m. tonight. Let's take a look at our forecast, and we'll do that here in the last hour. But right now, I want to take a look at Los Angeles. They're at 74 degrees and fair. Across the state, Cedar Rapids at 76 degrees and partly cloudy. Des Moines, 78 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. In Des Moines, let's see what we got right now. Looks like there's an alert there. River flooding
river flood warning in Des Moines. 79 degrees right now in Des Moines. According to the WXOZMT station, 79 degrees in Des Moines right now. The wind direction north at 1 mile per hour, gusting to 3. And you have a very high pollen count too. Relative humidity 77%, 72 on the dew point. Barometric pressure 29.93 inches of mercury. So your forecast calling for 80% chance of precipitation, thunderstorms, and 66 degrees. That's not bad. 66 with southeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. 50% chance of precipitation, scattered thunderstorms, and a high of 78. South-southwest winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, scattered thunderstorms, low 62, with winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So that is for you guys in Des Moines. That would probably include Boone. Clinton, Iowa, 79 degrees right now. We'll take a look at our Clinton weather next hour. Salem, Massachusetts, 78 degrees, partly cloudy. Paducah, Kentucky. We'll take a look at your weather. It looks like you got an interesting alert here. Let's see. Paducah, Kentucky. You are also under a river flood warning. You are 77 degrees right now in Paducah. And let's see, where else are we going to look? I think we're going to look at a few more other places. 79 Des Moines. We're going to take a look at some of the other fine places across the country where some of the weather is happening with the National Weather Service, and pick some of those areas where some of the more alerts are happening. But at this point, let's take a look at Omaha, Nebraska, which is just west of us. You're at 80 degrees right now, and you also have a river flood warning for Omaha, Nebraska. 71 degrees. You have north winds 0 miles per hour, so you got no wind. Your UV index is also high. It's pretty much high everywhere, looks like. All the UV and the pollen index is high, but you have all good air quality, so that's not too bad. And let's take a look at North Platte, Nebraska. See what you guys are under here. North Platte, Nebraska at the southeast station there. It's 59 degrees. You're colder than us, but you have a wind coming out of the north at 4 miles per hour, gusting to 9. And you have a 20% chance of showers with a mostly cloudy sky, high low of 51 tonight. Winds north at about 10 to 15 miles per hour tomorrow. 40% chance of showers, high near 70 degrees. Winds north 5 to 10. And tomorrow night, 20% chance of precipitation again, partly cloudy, 49 degrees with west-northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that's a look at our weather on the 5s. This hour, we'll take a look at some of the alerts across America in the next hour. Weather on the 5s, 25 and 55 past the hour, or any time in the hour that ends in 5. 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, or 55 minutes past the hour, right here on GJRB. Weather on the 5s. And we missed that 5 o'clock tone, so let's just give it 5:02 coming up. 5:02 Central Daylight Time, 6:02 Eastern, 3:02 Pacific. You're listening to the Gary Russen program on GJRB, online on Spreaker across America. And thank you for tuning in. Glad you could be with us today as we bring you the best in Internet Talk Radio. The Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra, here on Spreaker. Now will be heard just about every Saturday at 3 o'clock Central Daylight, unless I play some music otherwise. So there you go. Hey, tell you what we're going to do right now. We're going to get into something we haven't done yet, which sometimes I do that once in a while. If I don't have anything else going on, I'm going to flip over and do something else. But I think what I'm going to do right now is maybe throw in another tune. I think we're going to do a music break because I need to spread this show about. So every once in a while, if you hear some music, I'm spreading the show. And I haven't played this in a long time. Once in a while, I like to play this just to get the liberals aggravated, and just to do that, because it's one of my favorite Merle Haggard songs. "A Fight Inside of Me."
I hear people talking bad about the way they have to live here in this country, harping on the wars we fight be. I don't mind them switching sides and standing up for things they believe in. When they're running down our country, man, they're walking on the fighting side of me. They're walking on the fighting side of me. Running down a way of life our fighting men have fought and died to keep. If you don't love it, leave it. Let this song that I'm singing be a warning. When you're running down our country horse, you walking on the fighting side of me. I read about some squirty guy who claims that he just don't believe in fighting. And I wonder just how long the rest of us can count on being free. They love our milk and honey, but they preach about some other way of living. And when they're running down our country, man, they're walking on the fighting side of me. They're walking on the fighting side of me. Running down a way of life our fighting men have fought and died to keep. If you don't love it, leave it. Let this song that I'm singing be a warning. When you're running down our country, man, you're walking on the fighting side of me. You're walking on the fighting side of me. Running down a way of life our fighting men have fought and died to keep. If you don't love it, leave it. Let this song that I'm singing be a warning. When you're running down our country horse, you walking on the fighting side of me.
The Eastern world, it is exploding, violence flaring, bullets loading. You're old enough to kill, but not for voting. You don't believe in war, but what's that gun you're toting? And even the Jordan River has bodies floating. But you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Don't you understand what I'm trying to say? Can't you feel the fears I'm feeling today? If the button is pushed, there's no running away. There'll be no one to save with the world in a grave. Take a look around you, boy. It's bound to scare you, boy. And you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Yeah, my blood's so mad, feels like coagulating. I'm sitting here just contemplating. I can't twist the truth, it knows no regulation. Handful of senators don't pass legislation, and marches alone can't bring integration. When human respect is disintegrating, this whole crazy world is just too frustrating. And you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Think of all the hate there is in Red China, then take a look around Selma, Alabama. You may leave here for 4 days in space, but when you return, it's the same old place. The pounding of the drums, the pride and disgrace. You can bury your dead, but don't leave a trace. Hate your next door neighbor, but don't forget to say grace. And tell me over and over and over and over again, my friend, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. No, you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction.
Oh yeah, I love that song. Well, there, Barry McGuire and the Eve of Destruction, and before that, Merle Haggard and The Fight Inside of Me. Got some great messages in those songs, and it's one of my favorites. Two of my favorites. Absolutely, definitely sends a message across for sure. Gary J. Russell with you on the Gary Russell program, Saturday Extra, here on Spreaker on a Saturday. Hope you're enjoying the show as we're heading into our last hour of the program. In this hour, we're going to do a scroll through social media and see if there's anybody out there. We're going to flip around here and see what's going on, do some weather news. We haven't done a birthday greeting yet, and I got a few of those, and we're going to do that in this hour. And kind of wrap it up, so to speak. Play some music and see if there's anybody out there in Spreaker Land. I already spread it out, our last hour show. And then after the show is over, I'm going to put the whole show over on Pinterest. I tried to do that a couple hours ago, and somehow it would not go. So I think I just have to re-log in and put the show up there. Because it was not put up there. So I'll put it on my main site after the show goes off. And later on, usually I do that. I make sure that the show gets put up there. And so that some of my listeners, and I have some fans over there at Pinterest. And it's fabulous. So anybody out there on Pinterest that might be listening, I'm going to... from the other shows that I put up, the one I had on yesterday, the Rockin' 80s, is up there. So, Rockin' 80s is on Pinterest. So, whenever you get in the Pinterest page, just click the icon where it says visit. Usually there's like a link. When you hit that link, it'll take you right into my Spreaker public site as well. It'll take you right into my chat room. So, if you are listening now and you are from Pinterest, you can just go into yesterday's show. It'll take you right here to my public site, and then you can click this show, which is on live right now. So either way, this show is available to anybody who has Pinterest and sees the Back to the 80s from yesterday. Just go into that. It'll take you right into my Spreaker public site. Just go into where it says episodes, and you'll see the big bright red live there at the top of the page, and just hit that and you're in. And also you can catch me on Twitter. I am the Radio Maniac on Twitter, and you can get me on there as well, and as well as Facebook and other places. So just come on board, and I'm trying to do some live YouTube feeds. I'm working on that one. While I'm on the air, I'm thinking about doing a live Facebook, is what I'm trying to say. But I haven't accomplished that yet. I just haven't gotten that far. But I am still available now. Like I said before, and at the beginning of the show, I am on Google Podcasts now and Spotify. So I am on a lot of platforms, and so you can catch me anywhere. This is being available on at least 3 or 4 platforms already, not to mention 5 counting Pinterest. I'll put that up later, but you can catch this program by going in, like I said, into Back to the 80s, and it'll take you right to the Spreaker public site. Just go right in there. Or you can go into the GJRB online on Spreaker.com/user/150525, and that'll take you in there. Or just
go into Spreaker, www.spreaker.com, and just type in GJRB Online in the search engine there. It'll take you right into it. So there are a lot of places, a lot of ways to get my show. And you can check out the program. Love to hear from you. All right, tell you what we're going to do right now. I am going to flip over to the where I had that little feature. And since I'm done with that song, I'm going to kind of go into that because let's see here. No, that's not where I want to go. I want to go into the Best of the Gary Russen program down where I have the scroll through social media and pull that up because it's time.
Let's scroll through social media.
And we'll start where we always start, usually on Facebook. So we're going to do that right now. And kind of do a scroll through social media for a little bit. And then we're going to do our shout-outs to all our Spreaker listeners. We have a lot of people live on the Facebook, on the chat room. A lot of them on there. BJ's on there. My good-looking wife, Lori Russen on there. And we have John Wright. And Robert Huber, the Huber Experience guy is there, sitting there, I'm sure. Cheryl Harrison and Stephen Mucha. Well, no, he's not on. Let's see. I think down the page a little. Let's see what else we have here. Bar Miracle on there. BJ Shipper. Let's see who else we have. Carol Jones, Christine Carosa, and Connie, Connie, just known as Connie Dietrich a long time ago. David Scott and David Clevenger, Don Sabo, Dorothy Wilimowski, all of them are on here, and they're all lit up green. So, some people in the chat room over here. James Christie, some of my old friends from Pittsburgh, and they're all sitting there on Facebook. Whether or not they're listening to the program, that's another story, but we have some interesting stuff going on, and it looks like Clyde Lewis is live now, too, as well, doing a live video. But we're rolling down the page here. CBN documentary, Manual, comedian DJ Pryor, Chip Gaines. Wow, Chip Gaines, too. Wow, look at that. And more featured in the top 5, Studio 5 with Ephraim Graham on CBN. Let's go further down the page and see what else we can find. Oh, let's see. Let me see what else we got. Oh, look at that. Pictures of cell phones through the years. This is interesting. Yeah, some of these are primitive looking when you really look at it. Oh, man. Some of the ones in the, let's see what we had here. A bunch of them. All the way up into number 18, which is the old smartphone. Let's go down the page. Let's see what else we can find. Interesting here. Find some things from my news feeds. Quad City people. Let's see a photograph of some people from a station somewhere here in the Quad Cities. Let's go down the page a little bit. The Caramel Conservative, Ed Delgado posting, I like that one. Why don't y'all ask Obama about reparations? I like that one. Let's go down the page a little bit more, see what else we can find here. Radio North America. Oh, I like that studio. This is a studio somewhere. This is a bedroom studio, too. Makes me feel better. I'm not the only one broadcasting from the bedroom. This is North American Broadcasting. This is a follower that I follow. Wayne Leslie and old radio broadcasting of North America. Some radio career started like this. Around the age of 8 or 9, discovered my love for radio when I realized I liked listening to a DJ who came in on between songs more than the songs themselves. By age 13 or 14 in 1979, my bedroom looked like this. He had a studio in his bedroom. Yeah. Know that one, boy. I like that. Mine wasn't quite like that, but then I moved to the basement,
And I had 2 turntables like that. Absolutely fabulous. I like that. So I'm going to put a love by that. That's cool. I'm going to post something later on that. Down the line a little bit, this story was interesting. This is from Ground Zero. No, not Ground Zero. There, I'm sorry about that. Spaced Out Radio. Dave Scott posted this in Montana. A bear breaks into a home and is tired and naps in the closet. Could you imagine walking home one day and you see a bear on the shelf in your closet? This happened in Montana, folks. This is a bear breaks into a home, locks the door from inside so it can't get out, realizes it's tired, climbs to the top shelf of a closet, and goes to sleep. Now, could you imagine seeing that? Walk into your house, you're Montana, you walk into your house, and you see this bear sleeping on your shelf of your closet, the open door. Holy moly. Now, that would be pretty darn scary, I'd say. Oh, man. You just imagine that. Yeah. That would not be too good. Don't think so. That's weird. That would just scare me to have that happen. A bear on your shelf sleeping. Oh, lovely. Okay, I'll get down the page a little bit and see what else we got here. Okay, 1580. Davenport. KWNT. Anybody listening in Davenport, remember a station on 1580 KWNT. That was their studios. Wow, nice one. How long ago was that? I should have come out in this market and try to get into radio. So Davenport always had a nice market. Look at that beautiful beach in Los Angeles. Maureen Doyle Karp posting this one. Feeling fantastic. Playing Delray, California. Absolutely beautiful there. That beach. Absolutely incredible. Going down the ways here, Samuel Day, our good friend. This is we got some new music. He's got a new song we've been playing on our Christian format, and it's called and this is a good song actually. It's Time to Live is the name of it, and it is an incredible song. And here it is. This is Samuel Day.
She's got music in her head, and he's got a picture you ought to see. He's got stories to wake the dead, and she's got a dream that's beyond you and me. How many times have we just let the monster tell us that we'll never make it on the radio? It's just the lions, I won't let that sucker hold me back. Tell me smart enough to play me role in this life. Just take a look around, let the greatness and the sound
Samuel Day with a brand new song here on our GGRB list. We've been playing that on our Christian station here, for a Christian rock show, the Positive Rock Show, here on our 9-foot signal on here on this same frequency. This other station that occupies this frequency is KPRR 88.9, Clinton's Christian programming, and it's on our Spreaker list. Brand new song just been added. And that's Time to Live by Samuel Day. Absolutely fabulous song. Great. Gary J. Russen with you on GGRB Online. This is the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra. And let's check in now and do some more weather on the 5. Let's take a look at some more weather. It's a lot of heat down in the south, in the southeast. And a lot of really tremendous heat down in the southeast. We're taking a look at that. And we're going to go into our weather service here. National Weather Service. Going to go to that page because I have some interesting weather there down to the because they've been getting a lot of heat and some really interesting weather. So we're going to do that and see what's going on with that. Most of the weather, and they got a lot of heat there. So a slow-moving cold front now is being widespread, bringing in some showers and thunderstorms into the plains and parts of the eastern U.S. this weekend. And some of these thunderstorms could have large hail and damaging winds, in addition to some locally heavy rainfall possible. This may be resulting in some flash flood. Meanwhile, there's a critical fire conditions now going on in the southwest. And looking at the map right now, there are some areas here that are under a heat advisory, and those are down into the south of us right now and around Shreveport, Louisiana. And I'm looking at their radar right now, and there is a lot of blue on that map. And taking a look at some of the areas where there's like a tremendous amount of heat, and some of the areas we're looking at some storms as well. Lightning observed over at DeQueen, Arkansas, and 91 degrees. 91 degrees in also in El Dorado, Arkansas, Henderson, Texas. Checking in at 89 degrees, 86 degrees in Idabel, Oklahoma. Longview, Texas, checking in with 93. And Monroe, Louisiana, checking in at 93. Mount Pleasant, Texas, is 88 degrees right now. And we check into Shreveport, Louisiana. It's 92, 93. About Texarkana. 91 degrees right now, so we're in a lot of heat there at this time. Most of the area there, you get some of that heating unit going on. Over here along the eastern Oklahoma and northwestern Arkansas, some of that is under green at this point, and a lot of that is a severe weather outlook. The highest risk that I can see on here is around Bartlesville, and then when you get down to the, it's a slight risk, you guys around Tulsa, and in that area, slight risk for some severe weather there. Flash flood alert as well. You got, let's see, what, dew points, is that what those are? That's just relative humidity. And tomorrow's forecast looking at the same, 92 for Fayetteville, 88 for Fort Smith, and McAllister looking at 86 degrees. Tomorrow night's forecast looking at 90% chance of precipitation for some areas, Fayetteville. So you're going to get some severe weather here. Take a look at some of those areas of some heavy rain. And right now it's 90 degrees in your area at this point. This afternoon, high of 92 for you guys in Shreveport, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tulsa, you guys are looking at a 30% chance of precipitation, and you got some heavy rain. Low of 73 tonight. And so there's some heavy rain in your area. So we're taking a look at that weather forecast there. Some of the other areas, I'm not seeing any severe weather alerts at this point. We head into Peachtree City, Georgia. Looking at some there. Right now, 87 degrees for you guys. 31 degrees Celsius. Chance of thunderstorms, 50% tonight, low 74. Chance of thunderstorms again for people in Georgia. Peachtree, Georgia at this point. Tonight, taking a look at some of those areas around Athens, 72, 74 degrees for Atlanta. And we're looking at Macon, Georgia at 74 degrees. And then tomorrow, looking at the highs again in the upper 80s, especially all the way through and down into Atlanta. 90 degrees for Atlanta, 90 degrees in the suburban areas there. Macon, Georgia, checking in 93. Gainesville, 87. And again, in those areas, it's going to be heat and humidity. And of course, we were taking a look at the south. We were talking earlier with our friends in Houston and the Houston area and Houston points north. So we're going to take a look at that real quick here. I'm going to go into Texas here real quick because that's pretty much some of the areas that we're looking at for a lot of heat. And we're going to take a look at Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas right now. Looking at the radar at this point. Got some precipitation north of you moving to the northeast on your radar. And let's see. We have here 87 degrees for Dallas, Fort Worth right now. For today, 31 Celsius. Tonight's low dropping down to... to 76 degrees. You have a 20% chance of precipitation for your area. And those storm alerts, we're going to keep an eye on those. Don't forget, you can get your weather 24/7 if you go on to your Roku box and type in Weather Nation. And they have the best weather that you're going to find. So go to Weather Nation. We're going to flip over now real quick for station identification. We'll be right back for the final part and conclusion to the Gary Russen program, Saturday Extra. This is the GJRB Online Network.